This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Now, before I get into the video, just want to talk about something. Somebody asked me about some tips, some practices, and techniques and stuff that I use. First of all, if you're gonna do this, make sure there's no magazine, there's no ammunition in the room and stuff like that. Safety is always first. I don't care how long you've been a gun owner, safety is always first. There are a lot of people that lost their lives, had accidentally, pulled the trigger, whatever you want to call it, and bullet, hit somebody next door in apartments and homes or whatever. People has been killed from this stuff. So make sure that, you have no ammunition whatsoever. If you got snap caps and stuff like that, well, make sure it's a snap cap. Don't just think it is a snap cap because, there have been situations where people think they got snap caps and guess what? It was a live bullet. So make sure there's no ammunition and stuff in the room when you do this. Now, I do this and stuff. One thing I like to do, especially when it comes with the Taurus firearms, any farm that you can pull the trigger out, rack and slide, they're very good. I've been using my Taurus and stuff for a long time. This G2C, I had probably pulled the trigger over 1,000 times dry fire practice. I do this a lot. This is something I do, especially you can't get to the range and, save on ammunition costs and stuff like that. This is something I do. So when it comes to the Taurus, some guns you have to rack the slide, some guns you don't. Taurus farms have the double trigger pull that you can just consistently pull the trigger without racking the slide. So this is very good. You see that right there? You can keep pulling the trigger with no problem. So this is an awesome firearm for that. And there's other firearms like it. But what I normally do, I usually set me a target up in the room and stuff like that. And I just practice it, drawing from the holster and stuff like that. Just drawing from the holster, lining up with your sights and stuff. Just pretty much lining up with your sights. This helps muscle memory. It helps everything. It gets you more coordinated to drawing the firearm. It gets your speed up. And, doing this, and when you start off, it might seem funny to some people. Some people might not think it's not necessary. Some people might think they need live bullets. But trust me, by doing this and then me going to the range shooting live bullets, it makes a big difference. To me, it does. So just want to kind of throw that in. But, just lined up. And, with the Taurus, like I said, you get that double trigger pull action right there. You don't even have to rack the slide. And you can practice racking the slide for malfunction and stuff. And if you feel like it's malfunction, you can, what I normally do, get you an empty magazine or something. So when you pull the trigger, rack the slide, try to work for any type of jams or feeding problems and stuff like that, misfeed. And then, just keep right on. You can find a lot of ways to practice without using a lot of ammunition. So just want to throw that in and stuff right there. Now, just get to the video. Now, don't do this as a gun owner. When you're a gun owner, it's very hard to keep your Second Amendment rights. It's very hard because there's a lot of patriots that lost their Second Amendment rights because of a lot of these things I'm about to talk about. Now, red flag laws, a lot of people say, yeah, I heard of red flag laws. We know about them. But what you don't know, that red flag laws are creeping up as the #1 gun confiscation in this country. I see many articles. The numbers are rising all everywhere. No state is off limit. There's very few states that's off limit when it comes to these red flag laws. But majority of you in most of the states that you're in, there's some red flag law, whether you know it or not. And the biggest one is domestic violence. I had a friend, we took our concealed carry class together. And as far as concealed carry class, I still have my concealed carry book. This book is well over 15 years old. It's in good shape. I still have it. It's in very good shape. I still have it. That tells you how much I care about my gun rights and stuff, that my safety and follow the laws and stuff like that. A lot of them laws in that book are still the same in my state. They changed there are very few laws that have changed. And when it comes to y'all state, a lot of the laws don't change. The only laws that's changing is the one that the politicians are putting in to take your guns away. That's the only ones that are changing. But the most basic, fundamental gun laws, your gun rights, have not really changed. They've been here for hundreds, probably decades and decades and decades, pretty much. But, the only ones that change is the politicians change the ones to take your gun rights. That's it. But, when it comes to that, the #1 thing, personally, I have a friend who lost his gun rights and stuff. I'm talking about all the information that he had, the knowledge and stuff that we share with each other and stuff. Guess what? He lost his gun rights from one simple thing, domestic violence. That is taking guns away from patriots in this country all the time. And you have, depends on your spouse, he or she, I'm talking about you don't know, at that moment, everybody's upset with each other and stuff, what they might say to the police officer, what they might say. But now with these red flag laws, if you deem a threat to yourselves and others, guess what? That's all it takes, people. That's all it takes. A friend or a family member, just report it. And guess what? A lot of the investigations, they might take the firearm first. Now, I know some people, when they investigate, no. Some of these places, they'll take the gun first, then they investigate. And guess what? You have to spend money to go to court, to pay all this money, get your lawyer and stuff. And guess what? Most of the patriots can't afford it. So you have people just giving up, and them guns are gone. So, they're going to sell it off and sell it to some third party and stuff like that. And some other gun owner's going to get it. That's how it pretty much is going. And, my friend lost a lot of guns and stuff in this situation. So, like I said before, and, he lost a lot of money behind it too. So, but, like I said before, domestic violence is the number one thing. And another thing, when it comes to as a gun owner, know your laws and know your laws in your state and stuff like that. Know some of your ordinance, your city ordinance, your town ordinance. Know a lot of these things because there's a lot of traps out there for gun owners. And it's not easy being a gun owner. Some people think it's just easy. I was talking to somebody one day and, they was open carrying, but, they just said, well, I've been carrying for a week or so, this and that. So I asked them, I said, well, have you read any of your state laws? Do you know that certain places downtown don't allow open carry and stuff like that? They didn't know. Well, I didn't know that. I said, you can get a citation and stuff like that in different places or whatever. They did not know that. And, I told them, I said, you need to go online, North Carolina online, and read some of the gun laws and stuff that's out there. And he was like, he did not know because he bought the firearm and stuff, bought what he wanted, got him a holster, and he's carrying. Know your laws, people. Don't be running around here, don't know what the laws is, and you can get caught in a place and you can end up getting in some trouble. So don't do that. Read your laws. Trust me, over here at the DC channel, we follow up on our state laws all the time. They change very much. I mean, they don't change much, but we still follow up on them. Plus the ones that they're throwing out with these different ordinances and stuff like that they're passing that a lot of people overlook right in their face, right in their hometowns and stuff like that. So you have to pay attention to that because there are too many people who are falling for, just falling for some of these traps out here. Now, if you're a concealed carrier, now me as a concealed carrier, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion, but this is my opinion. This is what kept me out of trouble a long time because I have a lot of friends who have guns way before I did and lost their gun rights. Just for a little simple stuff that could have been avoided. When you're going to any type of event, when you're going to parties, whether you're going to a club, whether you're going to a gathering, or wherever you're going at, make sure you're going to an environment that, that's not going to cause you to lose your cool. Then some of these places people drink, people get out of hand. A lot of people can't handle drinking. Some people can't handle but so much drinking. Some people can handle it better than others. But, your temperament, your attitude, and being, mentally stable is the key to being a successful gun owner. I'm talking about if you're a person who gets upset, whether, and I'm going to add some more little things in here. Retail parking spaces like Walmart, Target, all these gas stations and stuff, service stations, all these places where people fighting over parking and restaurants and stuff, somebody pull in front of them and stuff. These are a lot of places where confrontation is happening all across this country. I'm talking about, you wouldn't believe how many places people have been shot and killed over a parking space. Over a parking space. Because, first of all, if someone gets out and approaches another person by the parking space, it's not going to go well. And, a lot of times you have to be the bigger person in a lot of these situations. I'm talking about, you don't have to be a big man and say, I'm carrying a gun and all that kind of. Sometimes, to avoid a lot of stuff, save people's lives, because you're saving lives doing this, because a lot of people lost their life in these situations. But to save lives, sometimes it's best to get in your car, just move. If that person think, hey, they bully you or whatever the case may be, let them win. But at the end of the day, you live another day to be free. You live another day to have your be a gun owner and not lose your gun rights and stuff. Not be putting yourself in a situation where, hey, you put in a self-defense situation. A lot of these situations put people in a self-defense situation. If you pull in the parking lot, somebody get out and they have a firearm and they come and they point at you and you draw your gun and you shoot and you kill them and you stop that person. Yes, that is a self-defense situation. But like I said before, if you're in a situation where y'all just arguing, it's getting heated, be the bigger person. Say, okay, look, let me just move my car and you can get this parking space. Sometimes you have to do that. It's not showing that you're a punk. I know when it comes to men and some of these women, I know pride. A lot of people, they got too much pride. Pride can get you killed, and pride can get you in a lot of trouble. Sometimes you got to stuff that pride in and walk away. I'm not a small person, I'm a big guy. And, a lot of situations I try to avoid. I don't care how big you are, how short, tall, big, it doesn't matter. The bullet has nobody's name on it. A lot of these people, a lot of big, small people been killed for no reason whatsoever. A lot of things have happened because of pride. And, pride is one of my pet peeves. I tell a lot of my friends, you got to take your pride and you got to, put it in your back pocket sometimes. And, just to avoid stuff. So avoid a lot of the areas that's going to cause some type of argument and stuff like that. If you're going somewhere you consider carrying somebody doing a lot of drinking and stuff like that, know the environment you're going in. If you know that these people can't handle their drinks, altercation always happen, don't even go. If you go, don't even carry a firearm. But then if you don't carry a firearm, something happens, you can't defend yourself, that is another reason. So sometimes it's best not even go to these things. You got to turn some things down. So that's what you have to do as a gun owner. So I want to talk about that a little bit because I see it in the news every single day. Soon the news hit in the morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Every night that you lay down, think about this in your place, in your hometown, wherever you stay at. Every night you go to sleep and wake up, I guarantee you there was a shooting that night. There was always a shooting. Somebody got killed. It's always a shooting. When you lay down and wake up, somebody got killed that night. It's every single night in this country. Every single night. And so, I just want you to think about that a little bit. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.